Hey everyone, welcome to Car Rebuilds. Today is my first day ever buying a vehicle from Copart, and it is also my first vlog. So excited to start this project, inspired by many other YouTubers like the Goon Squad, Alex Rebuilds, V-Tuned, Sam Crack, all these guys that are buying cars, rebuilding them. I've always been very passionate about cars, passionate about fixing things, and always thought, everyone gives a second chance or deserves a second chance. So anyway, started looking at cars and ended up finding a car on the auction, something I've always wanted to own. I know it may be cheesy for some of you, but this is a 2002 Nissan Xterra. It is the SC, so it does have a supercharger on it, which gives it a little more horsepower. Really great deal. This vehicle was it's got about 255,000 miles, so it's got a lot of miles on it, but I picked it up for $700. Supposed to run and drive. We'll see. I'm gonna get the jumper cables out right now and see if I can get this thing started up. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. If it's your first time, it probably is your first time because it's the first video I've ever done. But yeah, I was thankful for all the guys out there that are making the videos and kind of paving the way to do this, and inspiring to, kind of as backyard mechanics. So here we go. Okay, first start, we'll see what happens. Definitely a major exhaust leak somewhere. Holy crap, that's loud. But it seems to be running okay. That is an exhaust leak, I can tell. It's not something knocking in the motor. Hopefully just a loose bracket or something. But I'll do some research and I'll let you guys know. Okay, day 2 on the Xterra. I've been doing a lot of work to try and get this exhaust manifold out. Did some research on the internet. Turns out it's a pretty common problem with these things. The exhaust manifold just pretty much turns into clay and starts breaking apart. As I got into this one, you can see, I don't know if you can see up in there, but I hope so. If not, I'll edit this out. But there's just big holes in this exhaust manifold. Was able to get all the bolts out. The easiest way to do this, I found, I watched a lot of videos on YouTube and guys were going in from the top. I didn't see anybody go in from the side. Ended up taking off all of the fender skirting and being able to access the catalytic converter interface, as well as the interface for the bolts for the manifold. So got the bolts out, shaking it, trying to get it loose right now, and just having no luck. It's something stuck in there, so I may take the route one guy did and just start breaking the manifold into pieces and pull it out bit by bit. But yeah, this is where we're at. It is a definitely exhaust manifold. There's a hole probably about that big right in the side, right above the catalytic converter, like it's just been hit or something, or just caved in, and there's a huge crack right in the middle of the middle cylinder. So work on that and see what I can get done. Well, I finally got it. Turns out you have to take out all 6 bolts, apparently, to get the thing to come out. It won't come out if there's one bolt left in there. So note to self, RTFM. If you don't know what that means, look it up. But here's the manifold, and as you can see, there is a sizable hole in that. I was able to get a new exhaust manifold. Found that on Amazon for about $60, included the heat shield and gaskets. So pretty straightforward installation. Again, I was able to take off the tire and go in through the fender well. I don't know how well you can see that, but was able to access all of the bolts for the exhaust manifold, for the exhaust pipe connection, and also get into the heat shield. So, okay, moment of truth. I've got the manifold back on, all the wiring, got the battery reinstalled. Battery's been charging. Still not sure if it's a good battery or not. I had to jump it when I first got it, but we're gonna give it a shot. Exhaust hooked up, wheel back on, wheel fenders, so, or wheel liners. Let's see what happens. I'll call that a success. No more loud exhaust knock. Engine started right up. Sounds pretty decent for a motor with 250,000 miles on it. So pretty excited that it's actually running on sounds pretty good. So I'm going to take it for a spin around the block and see how she goes. Well, it runs, it drives. Not the smoothest vehicle, probably needs some new shocks on it. But yeah, it seems to be doing okay. Seems to be running under its own power. I shifted in and out of four-wheel drive. Worked great. So yeah, she's running. Interesting, this thing has a supercharger on it. Doesn't really have a lot of get up and go, but it is what it is. That's good. Now I'm just in the process of cleaning up the inside of this thing. It's actually pretty gnarly. Pretty gross and dirty, so I'm just gonna clean it up and see what I can do.